What's going on, guys? JazzyButters2 here, and today we are going to be talking about a huge issue in Marvel's Avengers that is slowly, if not already, killing the community of this game. And before we start, two things. One, I have a cold, so sorry if my voice sounds a bit different. And number two, this video will also explain why I haven't been uploading as much anymore, as this issue is very apparent and a bit connected to my channel, which I will just explain at the end. Okay, so you already saw the thumbnail. Today's issue is the communication to the community for Marvel's Avengers. And what do I mean by that? Well, here's a quick recap. Ever since Marvel's Avengers launched, there has been a ton of communication, but slowly over time, it has been dwindling down. In the first year, it was pretty good as we had a lot of dev blogs and dev streams. In the second year, where the roadmaps were released, that was at its peak. We knew what was coming, we had a lot of Twitch streams, and in between time, we had a lot of blogs giving us teasers and explaining what is next. But then we cut to this year, 2022, where we rarely ever get information in large amounts. We get a devlog every 2 to 3 months, and then whenever content starts to release, they always give off information about a week to a day before that content is pretty much put out. Now, this is a very bad thing because a lack of communication is, in my opinion, slowly what is driving this community away from the game itself. If you are not giving out a bunch of communication and a bunch of hope to keep your game alive, then people will not follow behind. And we could see this. For example, Bucky and Cloning Labs, they were announced like what, 1 to 3 months ago, I may say, and what has happened since then? All we know is that Cloning Labs is an OLT with MODOK in it. Bucky will kind of be like Black Widow and Cap, and they're being play tested. That's about it. This is not how you market a game, in my opinion. I feel like if you're going to market something, then at least put in a lot of effort towards doing it. Do not do it at the last second like they did with Jane, where she just had a trailer 1 week before, and then they canceled the dev stream for some reason, and then they just did her dev stream after she released, which made no sense. And since they are not communicating much, this is leading into the next thing, which is leaks and Dataminers. We are all, or at least most of us, are all now looking into leaks and Datamines for information for this game, and this could tell you how bad it is. We can officially not really look at the source, the main source for communication anymore, because they rarely communicate to us. But whenever they do, it's not much. So what we have to do is we have to go to these data miners and leakers for information so we can keep our hope alive. For example, we have to keep going to Miller and asking questions because he could tell us more than what they can. And I get it. There are some limitations with being a developer. And of course, there are some words that you just cannot say. But whenever it comes to a point where you're rarely communicating and things just go off the rye and we don't know anything for months, that's the only thing that we can look towards. It's leaks and data mines. And yes, there have been some devs who have been very public on social media explaining their dislike for leaks and data mines. But to that I say, if you keep complaining about it, why not do something about it? Suing Miller, or at least trying to anyways, from what the theories say, probably isn't going to work because it's not really fixing the issue. The issue here is the communication, and so I feel like this should lead into the fact that if you're not doing anything, then what's the point in just complaining all the time? Step up if you want to say something, and do something if you want to say something. Another issue here is with the Illuminati group itself and the idea of that. The Illuminati is basically a bunch of content creators who get early access to certain things, and then they also have early access to information. Pretty much what I just said before. The issue here is the Illuminati is only really getting told stuff like we do. Like we get to know stuff like the day of whenever they release the blog. The Illuminati know stuff a day before they release the blog, and if it's not with content information, basically what they're doing is just getting revealed skins a day before it drops, pretty much. This is an issue. You have a group of content creators who are willing to be there for you and promote your content, but the one thing that you are giving them is just skins. This is another pretty much bad thing. Sure, yes, skins are cool and they fund your game, but overall, I feel like you should be giving them more. Like you're not letting them do shipment skins. You're not showing them future content, maybe even updates at all. It's just kind of that. And I feel like with the Illuminati, you could do so much more. I know there's been a whole thing about recruiting or just getting other people on there, more diversity. But I think, like, if you're going to have the Illuminati group, at least give them information that a lot of people don't know whenever it comes to content. Keep the hope alive. Next, we have the debate on which side is better, Datamines versus official information. This has been a heated debate throughout the community, as some people are on the side of, hey, Datamines are wrong. I was like, hey, trying to only go for the official side is wrong because we need more information. Personally, myself, I would have to lean more towards the fact that I would have to be on the side of data mining and leaks. Granted, this doesn't go for all games, but for Avengers, again, it's the only thing that we could go for. That's just my opinion. Now, here are some ways that you could fix the issues. Number one, you start releasing more blogs and giving us more teasers. This is probably the main way that they could do it. Just have them just do more blogs. Just give us something. Give us anything. Because currently, I can't really make videos on the game if there's nothing there. Like, I could do hey, I played patch 2.6. Hey, here's this leaked thing. Hey, here's the series that I want to do where we design Echo Heroes, coming soon, serious. But, it's like, if it wasn't for leaks and Miller not being there and other people being there to step in when you guys wouldn't, then a lot of people wouldn't be making content on your game right now because there's nothing to do. Frankly, the new villain sector came out. Once you play that enough, it's like, okay. Second way to fix this issue, just do more dev streams. Dev streams have been a staple in the Avengers community for a long time, but ever since about late last year, they just kind of stopped. I noticed that whenever Andy left, great guy, they just halted, and then they rarely did them. The last time we had them was with Jane, and that was about it. But I mean, it was just kind of that. So yeah, do more dev streams. Those were really fun, really informational, and you could give a lot of teasers there without breaking any NDAs. It was fun. And then the third way to fix this issue, I'm sorry, I got a cold. The third way that you could fix this issue is just being more transparent. Like, that's all what this comes down to. Just talk to us more. It's just so simple. I don't know, maybe not, but it's just kind of one of those things where you could do that. In conclusion, before I sneeze here, this is kind of a rant video. Very much a rant video. Just Avengers, the communication and the marketing. I don't know what happened. It was really good at the start, and then the second year, but this third year, it just kind of fell off. And I feel like this definitely needs to be fixed. I feel like more content is fine. If you want to get rid of operations for a while, sure. If you want to put out more skins, fine, whatever. Market your game. But at the end of the day, if you're not gonna promote it like how it should be promoted, then what's the point? You can't just keep doing the same thing. But hey, let me know your guys' comments, thoughts, opinions. I'm gonna go rest because I have a cold. I'll see you all later, and I am working on that series with developing Echo Heroes using certain roles. That should be up pretty soon. Alright, I'll see you guys later. Bye, peace, be safe, and enjoy your night.